Hello everyone, how are you? Well, today I am with my friend Pete the cat. And look at Pete. He's wearing a shirt, a yellow shirt. And this shirt has 4 round buttons. Look at his buttons. They're very colorful. Look at this. One is blue, one is orange, green, and red. They're beautiful. They're groovy buttons. Well, today this story is Pete the cat. His 4 groovy buttons. Look at this. This is the story. Okay, are you ready? Okay, let's start. One day, Pete the cat put on his favorite shirt. He loved his shirt. It has got 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. Look at the buttons. He loved his buttons so much, and he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. And suddenly, popped! Oh no! Look at this! One button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 3. 4 minus 1, it was 3. What do you think? Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come, buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My 3 groovy buttons. My 3 groovy buttons. And suddenly, popped! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 2. 3 buttons. 3 minus 1, it was 3. Well, buttons come, buttons go, but what do you think? Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He kept on singing his song. My 2 groovy buttons. My 2 groovy buttons. And then, popped! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 1. Well, buttons come, buttons go, but what do you think? Did Pete cry? Goodness, no! He kept on singing his song. My 1 groovy button. My 1 groovy button. And then, oh, popped! The last button popped off and rolled away. What do you think? How many buttons are left? 0. And yes, because 1 minus 1, it was 0. And what do you think? Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He looked down his buttonless shirt, and what do you think? What does he have? His belly button. So he kept on singing because buttons come, buttons go, but he kept on singing his song. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. Maybe it goes to show that the stuff would come and stuff would go, but do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. And this is the end of the story. I hope you like it. Let me show you something. I'm going to put it here. Another way to tell this story, for example, is just in this way. Here I have this this piece of paper where I draw the 4 groovy buttons, and if you open it, here I have Pete the cat with his 4 buttons. Look at this, my 4 groovy buttons, 4 round. This is very important if you work with children. My 4 round buttons popped off and rolled away. But buttons come and buttons go, and well, then you can tell the story. But at the end of the story, you can change maybe part of the story, or maybe you can restart the story by using, instead of round buttons, you can use another shape buttons. For example, look at this. Here I have squares, triangles, hearts, maybe you can use stars, and then you can sing the song but in another way. You can suggest your kids to invent another part or another part of the song. For example, my buttons, my 4 I don't know, star-shaped buttons. Yes, you can use any adjective. And remember, you can also practice math with this. For example, how many buttons are left? Well, okay, 4 minus 1, it was 3. 3 minus 1, it was 2. 2 minus 1, it was 1. 1 minus 1, it was 0. Well, okay, I hope you like all these tips, yes? If you like this video, please give like, and if you want, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel, okay? See you next time. Bye bye. Say bye bye. Bye bye.